Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I represent a French startup company, ROSI, from Grenoble. So it's really a pleasure for me to be here to present to you our technology and our project. So ROSI is engaged in the circular economy for photovoltaic industry. I think we all agree that solar energy is becoming the most important renewable energy for our world. However, today the production and life cycle of solar energy is very linear. That means a lot of high purity raw materials are actually lost along the life cycle. So first of all, we have this silicon, which is actually responsible for transforming light into electricity. We get this silicon with a lot of energy, emit a lot of CO2, and the first step we do for PV industry is that we slice this silicon into silicon wafers. By this slicing, we lose about 50% of this highly pure silicon, today mostly landfilled. Then the good wafers, they're made into solar cells, modules installed. Today they reach at the end of their life. So in the modules, we have silicon and also precious metals such as silver. So almost all the collected modules today, their recycling only includes shredding and landfilling. This is where ROSI comes into display, that we recycle all these highly pure raw materials. If we look at the volume of these end-of-life solar modules, it's actually exploding today. We look at 2030, you see that's about 300,000 tons. If we manage to recycle the raw materials properly, we can get something like 250 million euro on the market only for that year. And if we look a bit closer, in one module, what's the material which brings most value? You see that silver fingers, actually, they have only less than 1% of their, 0.1% of the weight. They represent more than half of the value. After that, we have the critical material silicon, which is responsible for many strategic industry in Europe. So these are actually the focus of ROSI, to bring back this raw material at high purity back to the market. So it's a very young company, which was founded in 2017 in Grenoble. So we run very fast on the fundraising and also prove the concept by our pilot plant, by our industrial deployment. So today we're just closing our Series A fundraising round on the headquarter, 7.5 equity, and on the first SPV, again, additional investor for 3.5 million euro. We're greatly supported by the French government and also by the European Union, of course, a lot of our partners. So it's a very young team, very engaged and very much devoting themselves in their believing to this virtual, so very, very ecological business. So last year, TBB, I was also TBB in Berlin, and at that time, we just won the French photovoltaic module recycling tender called Fansorum. So I announced, this is the slide I used last year to say ROSI is going to build the world's first high-purity raw material recycling site in Grenoble in 2021-2022. So this year, I'm very happy to announce that we're completely on track. So the site is going to be operational at the end of this year, so December, so ready to be operational. It will recycle, the recycling volume is the biggest in the world already at the starting point, starting by 2,500 tons per year in 2023, and that will increase rapidly to 10,000 tons per year. So this is just to give a flavor of the site, that the site engineering, machines, or the engineering work is actually carried out already. So our ambition is, of course, not limited in France, not limited in Europe. We look really at the whole world, that we would like to bring our technology to everywhere solar panels are installed. Thank you for your attention.